This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hey guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a speed build using The Sims 4 Cottage Living, and welcome if you are new here, by the way. Hi, my name is Tanya. I like to build lots of things in The Sims and I am so incredibly excited to show you guys Cottage Living. I was lucky enough to get early access to this pack for a little while thanks to the EA Game Changers program, and so I'm going to be showing off some builds to you guys. This is the first one I'm showing on the channel, and earlier today I actually did post a build and buy overview as well if you'd like to see every single item that came in this pack. I'd also like to mention that this is early software, so it's not final whatsoever, so you might see glitches or just things that aren't finished because it's early in nature. But this house is quickly coming together in shape. This is actually the very first build I created when I got my hands on this pack, and I am so incredibly happy with how this came out. It ends up being a 2 to 3 bedroom house. I say 2 to 3 because there is a room upstairs that could definitely be a bedroom, and I thought about having it as a third bedroom, but I decorated it as an office instead. But I feel like this could be a 3-bedroom house easily. But as you can see, the shape here is fairly simple. I am using the new roof swatch that we got with this pack, plus these roof toupees, which are super cute. There's end pieces and middle pieces, and I'm using the plain middle pieces, but there is also a middle piece that has the option of having a chicken, a fox, or a rabbit on it, which is a really cute detail. I just didn't want to use it for this particular build, but we're just messing around with those now. I also wanted to have a bump out over on the right side, and then over on the left side of the build where I'm placing down this column, this is going to be the entry to the house. I'm messing around with platforms. I'm going to have like 2 steps up to get inside. And I'm also trying to figure out what kind of roof I want here, but I end up moving that to the bump out instead and using a round or circular roof over the entry. But we'll get to that in a little while. I'm playing around with the windows first and kind of trying to see what I want to do here, because this is my first time like looking through the windows and seeing all of the new assets that came with this pack. And there are so many, and I love most of them. I love all of them, but there's some that like I really love. Like there's some of my favorite items. And I think these are my favorite windows that came in this pack with the shutters. I really like the white ones that have the colored shutters. There's a few different colors. There's a blue, a red, and a green. And I'm obviously using the red ones here, and I just love the swatch. It's so pretty. And there's also some new planter boxes as well, and these like roof details, and I'm just very happy with this pack. I was not somebody that was asking for farming or this sort of pack at all. I was like, I'd be okay with it if we got it, but it's not something I'm asking for. I want generations. Oh my gosh, I love this pack. That's mostly just talking about build and buy, but I have done some gameplay as well, and I want to play so much more. I think I'm actually going to be streaming some gameplay once this pack comes out, or once I get my hands on it again. So it's up there. I feel like this one is a contender for my favorite expansion pack right now, which is definitely not something I expected. But anyway, as you can see, I added some more details to the outside. We have like an awning over the front space. I also have some ivy going up the side of the house, and I added some wisteria as well. We have a bunch of new versions of both of those items, both in the regular catalog and in the debug and show live edit objects catalog. I will be going through that at some point in this video. But if you're curious what comes in like this pack overall, or show live edit objects, I did go through all of that in my build and buy overview. I went through all of debug, and there is so much in there. The amount of landscaping is just wild, and I'm so excited about it. You can see I'm going through it here now as well, because we didn't really get plants with this pack that weren't in debug, but the amount of trees and decorations. So I'm just going through and grabbing a bunch of things here and now and kind of exploring what we have and what I want to use. I grabbed some cars because there's cars in there, which is really exciting. This broken down fence. Also, with the patch that comes with this new pack, the patch that'll be coming out right before this comes out, we get a pond tool. I haven't done it yet, but this build is going to have a pond, and I'm very excited to have ponds in the game. They're really cool. I do have another build that'll be coming out at some point in the next week that I played around with the pond tool as well, and I'm excited to see like what everyone does with that tool once we all have it, because it's such a cool feature in the game. And I feel like I'm not going to be able to address everything you see on screen as I'm doing it because there's just too much going on. But those rose bushes, I love them. I put down a chicken coop over here. This is a lot that all I really did for the, as far as animals go, they just have chickens. And here I am playing around with this pond tool as well. I wanted to see how it works. Basically, you lower down the ground like you would with the regular terrain manipulation, and then you can fill it up with water, and there's different colors of the water. And it's just really cool. We also got a new terrain paint, which I'm using here. It's like pink and stone. It's kind of magical looking, but I thought it was perfect for the swatch of the windows I was using here. So I was excited about that. And you can see all of these like greenery pieces that I have on the ground, like little flowers and grass pieces. Those are all from the Show Live Edit Objects catalog. But here I am trying to extend the house a little bit in the back, because this does have a second story, but it's quite small, and I wasn't going for a tiny house here. If you're new to this channel, I adore tiny houses, and I do build them quite a bit in the game, and don't worry, I will have some for you guys this week. But that's not what I was going for here. I did want like a small, cozy cottage in the middle of like the countryside, which is definitely what I went for. We are building on, I'm pretty sure, the tiny lot at the top of the world by the waterfalls. I'm pretty sure that's where this is. It's a really cute lot. I like this. I think I prefer the lots that are in like the countryside versus in town, but I'm really glad that we have the ones in town too. I've definitely built there. I just haven't built anything really, really big. I've built things that have enough space for a lot of Sims in them, and you will see those soon, but I haven't built like a giant farm yet, and I'm excited to get started on that at some point. But here you can see the floor plan coming together. Upstairs, we're going to have a bathroom, and then I'm thinking 2 bedrooms at this point, but I do change that a little bit later. And downstairs is where all of the living spaces are, as well as the primary bedroom. And I really like the fireplaces that came with this pack. I'm not going to lie. They're really pretty. There's 2 of them, and I'm going to get so much use out of them. I ended up using the one that has the stone on it here versus the other one that has a brick texture. But the really cool thing that I like about the brick texture one is it's thin enough that if you put a wall-mounted TV above it, it looks like the TV is actually mounted to the fireplace. Like, you don't have to manually raise anything up. It just goes there. And that makes me super happy because I like putting my TVs above the fireplaces. So anyway, we are moving on into the kitchen now and using these brand new cabinets and countertops, and I do really enjoy these. I wasn't sure what swatch I wanted to go for, but I'm pretty sure I went with the green ones in the end. Also, this fridge has got to be one of my favorite ones in the game because it just looks like a Smeg fridge, and I love that. We also got a new stove. For some reason, I think it's because this was my first build with the pack, I didn't realize there was a new kitchen sink, so I didn't put it in here, but there is a new kitchen sink. It's like a farmhouse sink, and it's really pretty. I just didn't realize we had it at this point, so I didn't use it. But I do have the new stove. I also didn't realize that we had the new, the range hood for the stove, so that's also not in this room. But I did play around with the cabinets. I really like this corner piece that I put over here with all the clutter on it. There's like a plant draping down. Got these new curtains, all the new wall textures, these beautiful roses, this little chicken over in the corner. Oh my goodness. I'm just very happy with these items. I'm very excited to be showing it to you guys. You can probably tell because I feel like I'm just talking really fast and I'm like grinning, but you can't see that, but I am. Anyway, getting more kitchen clutter in here. There is a couple of different picnic baskets that came with this pack, so I wanted to include one of those in here. You can like go on picnics now, which is nice. There is a kettle. There is this really pretty picture. We have some jars for the kitchen that have a bunch of swatches on them. I really like how some of them have patterns and then other ones are really simple. I think there's a lot of versatility with the items that came in this pack where they could fit that like small town country vibe you're going for, or they could be really modern in some of your other builds. So here I am just placing the picnic basket over there. I also placed a tea maker, and that's pretty much it for that kitchen. I'm pretty sure I do have a rug in the middle. And then I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put a dining table. I didn't really think this out very well because I was thinking this room would be perfect for a dining space because you enter in here and there'd be plenty of space. but I forgot that I had put this up on 2 height platforms. So you had to have like a staircase to go down. So I ended up putting the dining space through into the living area, and this is more of an entry space and storage. And I think it worked out okay. I would have liked to be able to have the dining space in there, but I would have had to get rid of the stairs for the platforms, and I didn't want to do that because I thought it looked really cute. So anyway, this is the living space. There is that fireplace again. There's this beautiful tall plant next to it that came with this pack as well. I really like that, and I am switching all of the swatches on the chairs and the table. The table has some really cool patterns on the tablecloth, and I was just being very indecisive about that, but I feel like that works out pretty well for a early access video because then you get to see more of the swatches and more of the items. If I can't decide what chair I want to use or something, you get to see more of them, so I did keep in more of that footage than I typically would. But this is the new couch that we got with this pack. I think it's really pretty. I don't keep that color swatch on it at all, but that's fine, as I just explained. I think this room ends up being kind of like a green and pink, which I really enjoy. It kind of represents the outside of the house as well, and the fact that we have a green kitchen, but like outside is green. The shutters on the outside of the house are that pinkish red color. So I really enjoy how this room ends up coming out in the end. It just took us a little while to get there since this was my first build. But I do end up layering a couple of rugs here. We didn't get a new coffee table, so that is just a base game one. But we did get a new rug, a new couch, a new chair. Also, the only new curtains we got were the blinds that I put in the kitchen. And then, do you guys see that basket of pillows and blankets? It's so cute. I love it. I also found a pot that I wanted to put in the kitchen, so I'm just quickly doing that. There's also this new gnome, which we saw on the postcard, and some things do snap to this mantelpiece of the fireplace. Some things don't. I'm trying to play around with TVs here, and I ended up in this house deciding to go with a small TV, like a little boxy TV. You'll see me grab that here momentarily. There it is. And then I put some artwork up on the mantle as well. I end up using these base game paintings that are leaning against the wall and raising those up so that they are leaning against the fireplace. I thought it looked pretty nice here. And that's pretty much it for the living room, I'm pretty sure, other than this little painting. This is one of the pieces of artwork that we got with the pack. It has some cool swatches. There's like a tea party, some fruit, and also like the countryside. So enjoyed that. I also placed a clock over the dining table. I love that clock. Anyway, this is the primary bedroom. It's taking on that same color scheme that the living room has of the pinks and the greens. Definitely have a very vibrant, like over the top floral wallpaper. But I really just wanted to embrace the new things that we got. So I didn't try and tone it down in here. I was just having so much fun playing with the colors and all of the textures and patterns, and I think this room came out pretty cute. It's not really my style in real life. I would not want that wallpaper, but in the game, I'm very excited about it. I think it's really pretty, and the new bed that we got is so nice. This is the new bed. It comes in a bunch of swatches. Some of them are plain colors like this one is. Other ones have all sorts of patterns, anything from flowers to like plaid. It's very cute. We also got a new dresser with this pack, which I'm using in here. I love this. It has an attached mirror, which is something that I had growing up, and it's always been my experience to have a dresser that looks like that. So having it in the game is really cool now, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that room. We added a chair, and then we're moving into the bathroom. For the bathroom, there's no new toilet or shower, but there is a new sink and a new tub. I didn't have room for a tub in this bathroom, but I did use the new sink. I think it's pretty cute, and I'm just using some base game stuff for the rest of it. I didn't mention it till now, and we're pretty far into this video, but this is only using base game and the new pack since that's all I had access to in this early build. Also, the roof is clipping through in this particular room because there's an issue with like circular roofs. I'm hoping that's something that gets fixed, but this is going to be the room that's an office that I was thinking might be a bedroom, but it ended up being an office in the end. So it has like a place to sit at the computer. There's a new computer in this pack. It kind of looks like a typewriter. We also got these new bookends with the bunnies. That's that new curtain again. And there's just like a couch in there. It's really simple. And just getting a banner in the hallway. And then I think, are we going to work on the bedroom first or the bathroom? I can't tell you. I think the bedroom. So this is going to be the upstairs bedroom. I was imagining there was a kid or a teenager in this space. it was a kid, because I end up adding some toys and stuff in here. I wasn't sure at first what I was going for, but it does end up being for a kid in the end. But first, I'm messing around outside and realigning those beams because they were sticking through the wall a bit. And then just getting some paintings, a little end table, using that same dresser that we used before. And, oh my gosh, the things in this are just so cute. This is me just like grabbing things from the catalog to look at it and be like, would this work? What do we have? Let me look at it all again, because multiple times I would go through the catalog, and even though I went through everything already, I kept finding more items. So that's still happening. Like up until like the last video I recorded, I kept still finding new items I didn't know were there. But I made sure to add some toys in there. So there is a teddy bear as well as a giant dollhouse. And then we are on to the upstairs bathroom. And in this room, I actually do use the new tub. It's a cloth tub. I think it's really pretty, especially right below that window. I was just very happy with that. I love the new windows with this pack, especially this one. Oh, not that one, but like there's one that comes with this set. That one has like the shutters and stuff on it, and I really like that. I'm obviously using it quite a bit on the outside of the build, but there is a version of it that has like a little open section, which I think is really cool. But now we're out back adding some more ivy and wisteria and just trying to make the back look as like lush and overgrown as the front does, and adding more flower boxes and dirt and clutter and just basically finishing touches. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you were thinking in the comments down below. Also, if you are new here, you might want to consider subscribing. That would be awesome. It would really help me out. I'd love to have you join us. You could also click the like button if you liked this video, and if you click the little bell, it'll notify you every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and thank you again to EA Game Changers for early access, and enjoy the screenshots. Bye, everybody.